From the shadows to the light, we'll judge every fearsome sight. Gore and chills all in one night. Tune in now, it's pure delight. Rapid reviews, here we go. Quick and snappy, watch us flow. Scary movies, yes or no? Rapid reviews, steal the show.
Hello and welcome back to Rapid Reviews, or should I say an episode masquerading as Rapid Reviews, because I'm not reviewing anything today. Spooky season is here. It is October 1st. Halloween is 30 days away. It's here. It's now. It's happening. Like decoration-wise, as you can see, I'm already all decked out. Today, I'm going to be giving you my top 10 family Halloween movies that you can sit down and watch with your whole family or younger children. And straight after, I'm going to be giving you my top 10 Halloween movie watches. These are movies I watch every single year that just get me in the spirit. So if you start today, you've got 20 days or 20 nights of movie watching here, or you've got 10 movies to watch with your kids and then you can put them to bed, and 10 movies to watch yourself. This is my ultimate Halloween collection, and all of these movies will get a watch over the next 31 days for me and my family. Like, these are annual watches for me, and I want to share them with you. And I'm going to kick off with the family movies. So in at number 10, The Haunted Mansion, starring Eddie Murphy. I know this movie is super goofy, it's super Disney-fied, but it is super sweet. The ghosts are fabulous. This was originally inspired by a ride in Walt Disney World, and it just gets that Halloween juice flowing and really gets me on board for what's going to come, and it's not too scary for the little ones. In at number 9, Little Monsters. This is a movie that holds a very special place in my heart. I saw this when I was very young, and this is a story of monsters that live under the bed. Now, this has got one of the most terrifying bad guys, which may be scary for some really younger viewers, but overall, this is a really heartfelt movie telling a wonderful story, immersing you into a wonderful kind of neon glow world that families will just love. In at number 8 is an entire series of movies. So there's more than one movie in here, and it is the Hotel Transylvania stories. Now, these movies are animated movies. There's 4, I believe, now. I'm focusing mainly on 1 and 2 because they're the 2 that we tend to watch each year, and they tell the story of Drac and his friends and his daughter, and the introduction of a human into their world. They're excellently animated, they're brilliantly voiced. Adam Sandler voices Dracula, and all in all, these are great movies to sit down with your family and enjoy at Halloween. In at number 7 is another double bill, and this is Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. This is Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. This is digitized Scooby-Doo with such an awesome cast and such a great homage to the original TV series. And it's so much fun. The jokes in here live somewhere between they're really appropriate for children and they're kind of not, and the adults will snigger along getting the double meanings of the jokes. Scooby-Doo movies are awesome and always a win with my family. In at number 6, The Little Vampire. So this is the story of a very lonely little boy who wants to have a friend, and he does eventually make a friend, but that friend just so happens to be a vampire. This is a very heartwarming but also very sad story, and one that needs to be on your watch list if you've not seen this before. In at number 5 is Casper, starring Christina Ricci, not as Wednesday Addams. This is the story of Casper the ghost and his 3 uncles and the family who move in with him. So this is the dad and the daughter. The mum has died and the dad is desperately trying to connect with the beyond. This has got one of the best sets in any kids movie. It looks awesome. The CGI hasn't dated. Honestly, this is an absolute treat. In at number 4, this nearly went on the grown-up list because this is fear-inducing, nightmare fuel rivaled by nothing else. This sits up there with Terrifier for the levels of fear that it instills in my heart, and that is Return to Oz. Return to Oz is the sequel to The Wizard of Oz and contains some of the scariest bad guys ever put to screen, including the Wheelers, who honestly still give me nightmares. This is one that if you have very young viewers, they will be scared of this. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Hey, as an adult, I'm still scared of this, but it is a great addition to your Halloween playlist. In at number 3 is another double bill, and this is The Addams Family and The Addams Family Values. I love these movies unconditionally. The casting is so on point across the board, with top of the billing for me being Christopher Lloyd taking on the role of Uncle Fester. He is just magical, more so in Addams Family Values than Addams Family. These are excellent double bill. I think these are the best representation of the Addams Family since the original series, and they are just joy. In at number 2, another double bill. And I know I'm cheating on my top 10, but hey, it's Halloween. I can do what I want. And I'm double billing another one. So there are 2 movies here. And this is Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus 2. Movies that come so many years apart, yet Bette Midler has hardly aged. These movies are incredible. Hocus Pocus fully encapsulates that Halloween vibe, everything from the treating through to the parties, through to the spooks and the ghosts and the ghouls. And it's just absolutely awesome. And Hocus Pocus 2 continues that on and gives a new level of depth of story to the Sanderson sisters, introducing new characters and done in a very well controlled and well articulated way that I think joins the two together almost seamlessly. In at number 1, there was no doubt in my mind as soon as the family list come up, I'm putting a movie in here that kind of only just makes the family list, and it's because it was PG when it was released, and I don't think it is now. And that is, of course, The Ghost with the Most, Beetlejuice. This movie is the ultimate family Halloween movie. It has a really creepy bad guy. It has lots of laughs for young and old. It has some of the best stop motion animation in any movie ever put together. And I don't like stop motion animation. And this is, in my opinion, Tim Burton's crowning jewel on family entertainment. And that is my top 10. Well, it wasn't, it was like top 17 when I doubled and tripled some. But this is my top 10 family Halloween movies. Let me know in the comments if I missed any that you think should be on the list. And without even pausing, we're going to jump straight into the top 10 Halloween movies for grown-ups like me. I'm kind of a grown-up. I'm nearly there. In at number 10, I couldn't have a top 10 without this movie, and if I had, my co-host over on Horror Movie Review would probably no longer be my co-host, and that is Halloween from 1978. The introduction of Michael Myers and the struggle between Laurie Strode and the Shape as he hunts her down. This is an iconic classic, and while it is not my favorite Halloween movie, it is a must-watch every year. It's one that encapsulates the spirit of Halloween, even though it was filmed in the summer. And for that, I applaud it, and I watch it every year, and you should too. In at number 9, bringing things a little bit more up to date with Haunt. Haunt is a terrifying haunted house scenario. So these group of kids go to a haunted attraction, and things take a very dark turn very quickly. This lives somewhere between The Haunted Mansion and Saw, and I absolutely love it. Mask design in this is fabulous, and it's one that not many people have seen. So you go and check it out. It's available on lots of streaming services. Add it to your watch list this year. And at number 8, if you like excess, on top of excess, on top of violence, on top of more violence, set at Halloween, then Art the Clown is your go-to man in Terrifier 2. This takes gore and violence to a level that I had never seen before, and it is honestly, I can't even say it's beautiful to watch because it's not. It's visually shocking, but there's a really cool underlying story here if you can get past the gore, which is angels and demons battling, and you've got the addition of Sienna, and her character is amazing. This whole world that Damien Leone created within Terrifier 2 is something that needs to be beheld. if you are not keen on gore, this is not the movie for you. In at number 7, the most goofy of movies that's arrived on my adult list, Hubie Halloween. This is Adam Sandler being as goofy as he was in The Waterboy, but now as a nearly 60-year-old man, as a unofficial Halloween monitor. This has got so many nods and homages to horror movies of the past, and it's super goofy and super silly, but it's got a great cast, and it is one of the best horror comedies set at Halloween, so make sure you don't miss it this year. In at number 6, Tim Burton is back on my list with Sleepy Hollow. Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci lead the cast in this, with Christopher Walken taking on the role of the Headless Horseman. This is the most Halloween feel movie ever. It's got all of the mist and the spooky, and it really just is Tim Burton's mind brought to screen in live action. And if you love that Halloween feel, this will fully scratch that itch for you. In at number 5 is an anthology horror, and I hate anthology horrors, but this one is tip top. And it is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is a set of creepy stories set around Halloween. And honestly, it's a great watch. And I was really surprised at the level of good practical effects and good VFX in this, and really good individual stories. I really, really enjoy this one, and I think you will too. In at number 4, another entry for Halloween. But this one doesn't have Michael Myers. Well, it does on a TV screen, as he's used as a form of torture to torture the main character in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. This movie completely understands the commercialism of this holiday. It picks up on all of the kids wanting to buy the masks and nagging their parents, and their parents giving in, and it's got all the cool trick-or-treat scenes, and it's also got some fabulous kills, one of my favorite being the slow-moving car that crushes the head of the man who had about 25 minutes to get out of the way. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is super fun. It is, in my opinion, the best movie in the Halloween franchise, and for everyone who hates on it and hasn't seen it in a long time, give it a watch and just erase from your mind that it's part of the Halloween franchise, and you will thoroughly enjoy this movie. In at number 3 is The Monster Squad. Wolfman's Got Nards being the crowning moment of this, when the kid kicks the Wolfman in the nuts and he has nuts. This is great. This is a team of monsters out to end the world, and a group of kids that have to try and stop them. This also contains one of the most heart-wrenching scenes as we see Frankenstein sucked into a whirlpool. If you've not seen this, you must see this. If you have seen this, I'm sure it's on your list already. And if it's not, give it a rewatch and get it back on that list, because this is an ultimate Halloween movie. In at number 2, shockingly, another anthology horror for me. I really don't like these. Honestly, I don't. I have an issue with anthology horrors. Trick or Treat is one of the best anthology horrors, in fact, best anthology movies ever made. Multiple stories, all tied together by Sam. And Sam is such an incredible character. He looks awesome. He is the embodiment of Halloween. And this movie kind of is as well. It's set on Halloween night, and each of these stories is happening kind of concurrently with each other, and they all tie together. It is the Pulp Fiction of horror, and it is a must, an absolute must watch this Halloween. And in at number 1 is the scariest Halloween horror movie ever made by a country mile. And it, believe it or not, it is a found footage movie. The number 1 movie that you must watch this Halloween is Hell House LLC. This is a company that set up a haunted attraction, and they do it in an actual haunted location. As they're setting things up, things start to move around all on their own. And what follows is truly terrifying. This is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. It has some of the best jump scares I have ever seen. And it also has the scariest clown on screen. Forget Pennywise, forget Art the Clown. The clown in this is true terror. Get it on your watch list. And that is it. That is my top 10 family Halloween movies and my top 10 adult Halloween movies. Make sure you let me know in the comments if I've missed any. If there's any that are on your list that you think I should watch, get them in and I'll try and squeeze them in this Halloween season. And if I like any of them, I'll do a rapid review on them and I'll tag you when I do it to thank you for introducing me to more horror, because that's what this is all about. It's about sharing what we love with each other to expand our horror knowledge. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. I hope you all have a wonderful spooky season. We have got so much content between now and the end of the month. We're going to be putting out 4 videos per week. There are 4 videos every single week from now right up until the end of October. There's a mixture of rapid reviews. There's a mixture of horror movie review. There's news bits in there. We've got true crime episodes have now returned to YouTube that have not been here for over a year. There's so much packed in this month. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful month. And I will catch you on the next video. See you guys later.
From the shadows to the light, we'll judge every fearsome sight. Gore and chills all in one night. Tune in now, it's pure delight. Rapid reviews, here we go. Quick and snappy, watch us flow. Scary movies, yes or no. Rapid reviews, steal the show.